And we back. Now today we're dealing with nothing but legends. You know what I'm saying? Today I feel like doing a legends only fantasy draft rebuild. This is like the latest I've uploaded the video, so shout out to y'all that's watching in the time it's released, y'all the goats. But you know what? I felt like doing another rebuild, and there's no time like the present. So you know what? We're gonna have MJ, we're gonna have Kobe, we're gonna have LeBron, Will Chamberlain, Shaq. Every NBA great you can think of will be in this game. Even the players that don't give 2K the right to create them. The roster creator that I download this from created guys like Charles Barkley, who's not really in 2K. So I'm going to do this traditional style. In the regular KOT4Q rebuild video, I let my assistant GM take over the helm. He drafts the team and then I rebuild it. Not anymore. Today, I'm the rebuilder and the drafter. Because I just want to pick my guys, you know what I'm saying? But, one thing we got to say is that when I'm drafting somebody, I've tried to give you reasoning behind it, but don't be in my comment section like, Kenny, you should have drafted this guy over this guy. I'm drafting the team that I want, and then ultimately we get assets and flip them anyway, so the roster you see me draft is not going to be the roster to win a championship. And today, I'm not ending this video until we do win a championship, so whether it's year 1 or year 37, I'm here to stay. As always, be sure to leave a like on the video. We're trying to continue to grow Tina over time. We've gained over 20,000 subscribers in the last couple weeks, so that's real correlation with y'all leaving likes on the video. Let's keep doing it. Okay, so let's randomly select our team. We're gonna stop in 3 and 2 and 1. The Thunder. All right, let's get the Thunder a championship, hopefully. Let's see what number pick we have. So, Jordan is going to the Timberwolves. Magic Johnson is going to the Mavericks. Larry Bird is going to the Hawks. Will Chamberlain is going to the Rockets. James, okay, where's our pick? That's all I care about at this point. So, we got a 20th overall pick. Let's see who's available. We have Bob Pettit. We have Dwayne Wade. We have John Stockton, LJ Baylor, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, David Robinson, the Admiral, Giannis Antetokounmpo on a 1-year contract. Oh, what is super important is that you're wondering, with all these players making crazy amount of wages, the current wage, how are we going to be able to make trades? I turned off salary cap, so money does not matter for this rebuild. If we don't win a year number 1, I'm going to limit myself to the amount of people we can sign, because if there's no salary cap, I could just throw a max contract at everybody and somebody end up signing. We'll get to that if we get to that. So my first overall pick, I do want to be a little bit different. I don't want to draft Dwayne Wade, though. Dwayne Wade is my guy. I want to draft somebody that is retired. I want to try to continue to draft players that are retired. So James Harden, Kawhi, all of these guys, I'm sorry. I think I may be going with the Admiral. He's 30 years old, but he's still the Admiral. We're talking about a guy that knows his way around a championship. So I'm going to draft the Admiral first overall. Cool. But yeah, I'm leaving the link in the description to my second channel and my third channel. Subscribe to all 3. I'm trying to hit 100,000 on the Kenny channel and still uploading reactions on the other one too. Now that I'm looking at this, I probably should have drafted somebody else because there are some good centers available, even though actually they're all super undersized. We got Dominique Wilkins. Yeah, that's tough to pass up on. That's tough to pass up on. He's only got 20 badges, which is weird. George Gervin is there. Honestly, you know, as though all of these players are great, that these are all top. Reggie Miller? Riggy? No. Riggy? Oh, okay, I want to draft Riggy, but hopefully Riggy is there in the 3rd round. They really messed up the man. Didn't even proofread. Just Riggy Miller. All right, so next pick, who our second pick, man. There's not a lot of options. I want to pick Melo, but I just told you I wanted to go players that are retired. I'm going Dominique Wilkins, and we just gonna make trades. I'm gonna have the best team in this league, no cap. And is Reggie Miller gonna be there? Reggie Miller has been drafted wild. We got Dennis Rodman. I wonder how Dennis Rodman would turn out in the 2020 video. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at his stats. Look at his stats. 2 points per game, a lot of rebounds. I'm going to draft him, right? You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. He's topical, considering, you know, the last dance is going on. And now, from this point on, the rest of the roster don't really matter. I'm definitely making a bunch of trades because I hate my team. Believe it or not, I already hate my team. Gus Williams, a name that I don't recognize. He spent a lot of time with the Seattle Supersonics, it seems like. So, for the rest of this draft, I'm going to breeze through. Manu, Rod Strickland. Dilemma here. We have the all-time KOT4Q classic Joakim Noah, and this is like good Joakim Noah. Or we can go with Ron Artest. I'm going Ron Artest. Who the heck is this? Larry Keenan. I've never seen that name before. And he played for the Bulls, and I don't recognize his name. Interesting. I'm going Ron Artest. Ron Artest is such a guy, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the original players to open up about mental health amongst athletes, and I respect that a bunch. Now, the rest of the roster, again, I told you I'm going to breeze through. Tyson Chandler. I like me some Tyson Chandler, especially since he did spend some time here in Chicago. You know, Kenny loves his former Bulls, if he remembers them. Ron Harper, for the same exact reason. Ron Harper is like just a tall, you know, good point guard. And then we're going to go with Steve Smith, a straight torch. Kelly Tripucka, also a torch. Interesting. So I'm just going to go with my original Steve Smith. And yeah, we almost done here. The last couple picks in the draft, I'm going to go young because those boys be having that trade value. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. We're going to go power forward here because we need one. Juwan Howard, talking about the now head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. Even though they're losing a bunch of their draftees or their signees right now. So how many picks? We have 3 picks left. I'm going young because these young guys have trade value, like Ja Morant, like RJ Barrett. Zion's already been picked. Zion was picking like the 5th round, believe it or not, which is crazy to think about because we have all-time legends, and Zion was picked 5th. And then we'll go Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why not? And then the rest we just simulate. So if we being honest, if I had to rate my draft on a A through F, a solid D. I think we put together a solid D roster because this is trash. This is trash. But that's what the rebuild comes in, because though we love the Admiral, I can't say he's safe. Dominique Wilkins is 100% getting traded. I don't have attachment to Dominique. I was in Atlanta and I saw his statue, and his statue is phenomenal. Nothing but great art there, but I'm not attached to Dominique Wilkins. So if I could get somebody I am attached to, or just somebody that's better. Russell Westbrook. We're talking prime Russell Westbrook. This is, you know what I'm saying? I may have to pull a trigger on trade number 6. This is wild. You know what? I'm not going to do this trade because I don't want the people in the comment section saying Kenny only gets Bulls. But Hondo and Scottie Pippen? I changed my mind. So what? Fight me. I'm going to trade Dennis Rodman. He's not here to stay. Scottie is probably here to stay. I want to go get Allen Iverson because if you do not know the story behind me loving basketball, Allen Iverson plays a huge part in it because he is like the first game of basketball I remember. I'll tell y'all a quick story while we try to figure out what team Allen Iverson is on. It was between the Bulls and the 76ers, and the Bulls were absolutely terrible. We were the worst team in the league. Shocker, I know. We were the worst team in the league. And we were going against Allen Iverson. They were the 1 seed at this point. And they were the 2 seed. And they needed to win this game against the Bulls to become the 1 seed. And I just fell in love with watching Allen Iverson. I think he had like 35 points that game or something crazy like that. And I was like, yeah, I think this game of basketball is something I'm gonna like. And here we are. Over a decade later, almost 15 years later. And I'm gonna trade for Allen Iverson. Rod Strickland. John Havlicek, I'm sorry, but I had to trade for my boy, Allen Iverson. So we have a nice small forward. We have a great shooting guard and one of the best 6-man players of all time. Manu is pretty much a lock to stay unless we can flip him into something superior. My point guard position needs help. Dennis Rodman. I'm going to simulate one game. I just want to see Dennis Rodman's stat line. What does it look like? What is Dennis Rodman? 6 points, 8 rebounds. Not cutting it. I'm sorry, Dennis. Do I try to hit the Chris Smooth splash? Because the point guard position needs some help. Rod Strickland, you cool and all, but you know what I'm saying? Let's try to go sign a point guard or trade for a point guard. And we add one of our young pieces like RJ Barrett. Watch us get some crazy trade offers. Because Tiny Archibald, 6'1". Okay. I never really knew how tall Tiny Archibald was until this exact moment. When I hear the name Tiny, I just assumed he was like 5'11". And then, he's just a little bit taller than that. But the trades ain't there. No big deal because Kenny is a supreme finesser. And if I'm going to look at T-Mac, is on a rebuilded team, ladies and gentlemen. Who's their best? Karl Malone. We do not, and I repeat, we do not mess with Karl Malone on the KOT4Q channel. And if you're confused to why, I recommend do some Google searching and then come back. Anywho, so we're not going to trade for Karl Malone. I see T-Mac. I do see T-Mac here. And I can 13 points per game. 13 points, T-Mac? Hold on. What's your shot tendency looking like? 50. I'm not going to trade for him because we're not going to get the bucket getter Tracy McGrady because he's not going to even take shots. How? How is this man? Let me show y'all this man's stats in his prime. This man at 32. 32. But they got him looking bad. So I can't even trade for him. Can't even trade for him. Who else is here that's rebuilding? Dominique Wilkins, who we traded away. Christopher Paul. We do need a point guard general. And this is the best version of Chris Paul. This is 25-year-old Chris Paul when he was third in MVP. Oh, was he second in MVP voting? He was second or third in MVP voting, like his third year in the NBA. I'm trading for him. He plays for the Knicks, which is funny because there are rumors that the Knicks are looking at Chris Paul. So you're not going to get this 25-year-old Chris Paul if you trade for him, but you're going to get a good player. I'm trading Dennis Rodman. They want AI in your dreams. In your dreams. We'll give you first. They want Allen Iverson. What did I just say? In your dreams. We'll give you back RJ Barrett. You loved him so much. You selected him in the draft. And I got seconds. Please accept it. I just want Chris Paul on the roster. All right, the seconds aren't going to work. So we're going to have to throw in another player like Doug West. Yes. Who is Doug West? The hell am I don't know. I don't know. But he's traded, and we did throw in a bunch, but we have one of the premier point guards in the history of basketball. Chris Paul, Allen Iverson, a very undersized backcourt. They gonna be all right. They gonna, now that I'm thinking about it, who's guarding Kobe? Who's guarding MJ? Out of these two? Scotty got it. Scotty's got everything. So our power forward position needs some help. And then the rest of our bench looks all right. But let's go try to get a better power forward. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to trade Ja Morant and Ron Harper, because we don't really need him anymore. A power forward. Scottie Pippen is our power forward right now. Okay, I was about to say, there's no way. But they haven't played a game just yet. What's his shot tendency? Below average. Buck Williams. I don't know much about Buck Williams, but his shot tendency's low. And I'm not trading these pieces away for somebody whose shot tendency's that low. This is a beautiful trade, man. This is a beautiful trade. Jack Sigma or Spencer actually. I think I'm gonna go Jack Sigma, man. He was one of the original stretch fives. And y'all know what we do over here. We're gonna take a guy that's played center his entire. Do y'all? What? What is happening? Why is my screen blurry? Legit, I had to make sure it wasn't my eyes, and it wasn't. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. We loading back up to the thing. Did we get that trade off, or do we have to go make that trade again? Wait, what? It was Jack Sigma. We brought in Jack Sigma, and there he is. Okay, so we're gonna make Jack Sigma a power forward, a 92 overall power forward. Beautiful. You take a center and you make him a power forward. Illinois Wesleyan, huh? I had no idea. All right, maybe I'm more of a Jack Sigma fan now because I don't know if he's from here, but he went to school in the Illinois area. So right now we're looking at Chris Paul, Allen Iverson, Scottie Pippen. Let's go, Scotty. What's your shot tendency on? You're right. Jack Sigma and David Robinson off the bench. We have Manu, the left-hand guy, Kevin Love, Juwan Howard, Tyson Chandler. I guess I can trade Juwan Howard. He's not really a necessity at the moment. One of these guys, Juwan Howard or Kevin Love. I'll trade the lower overall player and get another guard. Hopefully a 1. I guess I'll throw in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just to get a better point guard. It's not much going on here. I do see Chris Bosh, but this is like, that's old Chris Bosh. Maybe where's the real good perennial all-star Chris Bosh? Either way, Joakim Noah, no point guards even popping up. Everybody holding on to their ones. I guess I can respect that. Yup. Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back. Tayshaun Prince is cool. This is not even prime Tayshaun Prince. I was rewatching the Pistons series where they ended up winning the championship. Oh, no, the series that got them into the championship. And Tyson Chandler made a ridiculous block. I think it was Reggie Miller. And one of the craziest blocks. I recommend, if you are curious about one of the best blocks I have ever seen, type in Tyson Chandler block Pacers. Something to pop up on Google and you'll be like, man, he really did that, huh? And he did. He really did do that. So I don't know why I traded for Dennis Rodman, but I did. And here we are, just going back to look for another point guard again. Mark Price, sure, he's a 90 overall. Cool. One of the best point guards in Cavs history. I would say the second best point guard in Cavs history, but that's arguable. You can say somebody else. All right, so this is our roster because Dennis Rodman, secondary position is small forward. There's no way I'm running a team where Dennis Rodman is my small forward, considering how little of a threat he is on the offensive side of the ball. This man is going to run back up center, and I know that he's basically 6'5". They may be giving that boy 2 inches. He basically like 6'5", but he made it work. All right, are we going to win some games now? There's one. Okay, so there are some wins. Like I said, we're not stopping this video until we win a championship, so just simulating. Seasons wrapped, won 56 games, and LeBron James, which is 2013 Miami Heat, LeBron James was Finals MVP. Now, one thing you're going to notice is when we look through stats, nobody's stats is going to be super incredible because everybody's playing alongside like Hall of Fame players. So LeBron's stat line's pretty good. Zion wins Rookie of the Year, but he's playing with the Cavs. Sixth man went to Jason Richardson. Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year. Luka Doncic, Most Improved. Coach of the Year went to Mike D'Antoni, which is not our coach. Who are we? We're OKC, but we have the same record as them, so that's what made me think like, what? So first team All-NBA, Magic, Oscar, LeBron, Elgin Baylor. Whoo, Elgin Baylor. 25 and a half, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Man, Moses Malone, 21-14. The man averaged 2 points per game last time he hooped, and now he jumped up to 21. How's he not MIP? I don't know. But yeah, these guys all put up like ridiculous stats. Magic, good stats. And then we got Jerry West on the second team. Russell Westbrook, who I was going to trade for Russell Westbrook, man. I probably should have put up good stats. The man whose name we do not mention, Chris Webber. And then Will Chamberlain. On the third team, we have James Harden, Stephon Marbury. Yes. Bro, when I was younger, we almost exclusively hooped in Stephon Marbury shoes. And it wasn't like we were signed to them. They were just the cheapest shoes on the market, and they weren't bad looking shoes. You know, we were struggling back then. So I had 3. There was the Knicks colorway. There was the white with the blue brim. And then there was the black, bro. Oh, man. I'm having flashbacks to when I was a kid. Shout out to Stephon Marbury for basically making a shoe for the people that couldn't afford to get the Nikes and the Adidas and all the other stuff. Kevin Garnett, Rick Barry, and Shaquille O'Neal. Defensive teams. Jordan and Ron Harper. I traded away an all-defensive player. That's so un-Kenny-like. But Ron Harper, man. LeBron, KG, Bill Russell. Then we have Michael Ray Richardson, who has the worst hairline in the game. Joe Caldwell, Scottie Pippen, our boy, Kawhi, and Dwight Howard. And then rookie teams, Reggie Miller is there. I think I had Rasheed Wallace and traded him away before he played a game for us. I had Aaron Brooks and traded him away. I had RJ Barrett and traded him away. Jeez, Kenny, you just traded away everybody. So the first round, we're going against the Golden State Warriors, who have Isaiah Thomas, Isaiah Ryder, Carmelo, Sean Kemp, and Joel Embiid. A very well put together team, if you ask me. You know the vibes. We shorten our rotation. And we're going to get into it. Game 1 is a win. I think we should beat them pretty convincingly, and we do. We're going against the New Orleans Pelicans, who have Dave Bing, Otis Birdsong, Larry Kenner, Karl Malone, and Wes Unseld. I'm going to be honest with you. The top 3 guys, I've heard of Otis Birdsong. I've heard of Dave Bing. I think he was the mayor eventually of Detroit or something like that. The small forward, literally have never heard that name before, and I'm starting to question if that's a real person. Because again, I'm good at basketball, watching basketball. But yeah, he's a real dude, man. He's a real dude. Drafted in the 3rd round in the NBA draft. You remember when the NBA had more than 2 rounds? Because I don't. Because I wasn't born yet. Up 3-1 on them, and we get to the conference finals to go against the Clippers, who have Sleepy Floyd, Walt Davis, James Worthy, KG, and Dave Cohen. I think this is a cakewalk, man. Their top 2 guards can't mess with ours. I'm sorry. We got a nasty backcourt. And we're going against Kenny Anderson, Lou Hudson, Campy Russell, Jerry Lucas, and Moses Malone. One thing I can say, we didn't go against nobody that was ridiculously tough. And we won a championship. David Robinson, Finals MVP, the Admiral. Something that he do. All right, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. I'm sorry that something happened and everything went all blurry for a second, but you know what? Luckily, I noticed it. I guess it would have been hard not to notice because... Thank y'all. I'm out. Peace.